just yesterday that, it's not so much about the states that'll go quickly. That doesn't really say much. It's where states that should comfortably go to one candidate or the other, we start to see things like what we're seeing now in Virginia. And as Lewis said, I mean, there's still 50% of the votes to be counted. But the fact that it still looks quite neck and neck. Yeah,
is there a pattern emerging? Answer potentially yes. I think, half an hour, three-quarters of an hour ago, I think the Democrats would have been really hoping that what we're seeing play out in Florida, where Donald Trump is doing better than perhaps it had been expected. I mean, he was going to win it, of course. Was that localized, or is that something more widespread? It's looking as though it's more widespread. In simple terms, Kamala Harris needed to do better than Joe Biden was doing 4 years ago in these states, because she needed to make up the numbers, and it looks like she's not.
Yeah, well, that's, something that we're going to be watching quite carefully, because it's those sorts of trends. I mean, again, it's still early in the night, still a lot of speculation. We saw Georgia there and North Carolina, still too early to call at this stage. But it's fascinating what we're seeing developing.
I think what Lewis said is exactly right, which is that hope that the Democrats had that she might be able to pick off, say, in North Carolina, maybe Georgia. We'll see. We've got the Sunbelt states in the West to go still, Nevada and Arizona. We'll see about that. But the hope that she might be able to pick off one of those, so making her dependency on the northern blue wall less. I think that is steadily fading. Very strong Trump performance in the South. We've now seen Florida, possibly in Georgia, Virginia, as Lewis points out. So, her path to victory, it's early, very, very early days. No one in any way should start predicting, but her path to victory is narrowing a bit, and it's narrowing probably to those three northern states.
Don't forget, though,
that Pennsylvania is looking increasingly important.
Yeah, and don't forget.
I think it's a little premature to say that it's narrowing to the point where they would be extraordinarily concerned. Yeah. She always knew that she would have a battle in states like, Texas was never projected that way, just because the margins in Florida were so large. Like you stated, DeSantis won by big margins. We will start to see, as we move north, whether or not their campaign was effective at getting out key voters. I just think that we should just wait a bit and see before having any kind of dire
absolutely,
predictions.
of course.